The sun is on the move. What can we expect in the stars?
It is. The sun is changing signs. It's going from the cardinal air sign of Libra into the fixed water sign of Scorpio, which is the most intense of all of the signs of the zodiac. And so matter wherever it is you have Scorpio in your chart is where you're going to particularly pay a lot of attention, but intense attention. There's intense activity always associated with the sign of Scorpio. So for Scorpios, it's about them. It's a coming out party for them of sorts, because Jupiter is in their sign for the first time in 12 years, and with Jupiter and the sun both in your sign, it really empowers and fires up Scorpios everywhere, and it makes them even more ruthless if that's possible, even more determined if that's possible to get what they want and impose their will on other people. For Sagittarians, it's time to take a 30-day retreat, just to take a step back, review the last year. Actually, for Sagittarians, they want to review the last 3 years. Saturn has been in their sign, and it's just about ending. So for them, they just want to take a little bit of a step back to be able to put everything in its proper place to get the right perspective to move forward again. But it'll take a good 30 days for them to do that. For Capricorns, this is their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. They've done very well professionally over the last year, and now they want to reach a group goal or a group objective, and they are more than likely going to be the leaders of the group. But what the group doesn't know is it's going to really be working for what the Capricorn wants. Which is nothing wrong with that. For Aquarians, the best advice is to keep your head down and stay out of the line of fire professionally. There's all sorts of changes going on, and the Aquarian has to be careful not to back the wrong team. So if they're smart, they will back no team. They will wait for the dust to settle, and then whenever the person is that has been in their way gets out of their way, they can step forward and get the promotion and go forward with that. So, but don't go to any fights you're not expressly invited to attend.
Gotcha.
For Pisces, it's in the 9th house of the law. Legal matters, educational matters, important matters at a distance, long-distance travel are all in store for the Pisces. And they also, much like Sagittarians, have struggled mightily over the last 3 years. So this transit really largely gives them a break. And they really need it. So it'll be a good thing for them. For Aries, it's in the 8th house of other people's money, other people's resources. They've done very well professionally over the last year or so, and now it's time to capitalize on that. It's time to make money on that. They've teamed up, they've formed a new partnership, and it's all about making more money and rehabilitating some area of their life. For Tauruses, it's in the 7th house of partners. This is the wrong time to mess with Taurus. Taurus is really very empowered. They got a lot of stuff going on, and they don't have any time for lollygag, and they don't have any time for naysayers. Either you're with them or you're against them, and my advice is to be with them on what they're doing.
We'll follow that.
Yes,
well
that's
at home.
Good
advice.
Yes. For Geminis, it's in their 6th house of work, health, and responsibilities. Sadly for Gemini, there's nothing but no kidding, old-fashioned hard work over the next 4 weeks or so, and it has to do with not getting a promotion, not getting any, just doing your job to the very best of your ability, not worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on just doing your job. And then there's some kind of health issue that Gemini has been putting off dealing with, and they need to go ahead and deal with it. It's not that big a thing. For Cancers, it is in their 5th house of love affairs, children, sports, amusements, pleasures. It's a great year to be a Cancer. It's all about love and the love principle and the creator principle. And they have to be careful because it's a very fertile time for Cancers, too. They can increase all sorts of things. So they, in every sense of the word. So they need to be careful about that. For Leos, it's in their 4th house of home foundations. They want to find a way to tighten up their foundations. They want to shed duplicitous things. They just want to get their home and their foundations down to something they can manage really, really easily. And it's a refurbishment, a remodeling. It's a time to think about purchasing real estate, even if you're not planning on living there right away over the next 12 months or so. But that idea is just being planted now, and it will grow over the next year or so.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty much tomorrow's
Right,
news.
you forgot your sign.
Did I forget Virgo and I went
Yes,
right
you
to
did.
Libra? Man, I have trouble with that lately. That's not good. Virgo, Jupiter is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their day-to-day living is about to pick up to warp speed. They've got places to go, people to see, things to do, contracts to negotiate. There's a lot of hit it and get it kind of thing, a lot of out and backs, and they need to do the research themselves to make sure it's accurate, that they're getting accurate information about what they want done. So
Now you do Libra.
Now I'll do Libra. Libra's about making more money. Jupiter is in their second house of money. The Sun is in their second house of money. They want to increase the amount of money that they make through the fruits of their labor. This is not benefiting from other people's resources. This is not money falling out of the sky. This is hard work pays off. They may get an additional job, but the good thing is if they get the additional job, there'll be additional money to go along with it. So it's all about finding a way to have more money at the end of your month and more month at the end of your money. So it's a good time, Andrew, to ask for a raise. Pretty much where I'm going with that. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac.
All right, we'll see you next week and talk Halloween.
Halloween. Already, I'm ready for it.
Yes, you are.
Meow. Meow.
See you next week.
Always a pleasure.